Alright guys, welcome to my little YouTube channel. I appreciate that you are watching this video. My little channel is about, sharing gear, some gig vlogs and such. This video will be an amp video. So here's the deal. Last year I was in a studio here in Sundsvall called Nivo Studios. Shout out to Henrik, my man, a great engineer, and he is having this great studio. So I was there and did a session. They had this old Showman amp, and I was like, dude, Henrik, you need to sell this amp to me. And he was like, no, I'm not going to sell this one. End of the session day, I went home. I found this one on eBay from the US. I could return the next day and told him that I've also, bought a Pre CBS Fender Showman. This amp was sold in like the condition it was. Actually, it didn't look like this. I will show you a picture how it looked. It didn't have this baffle. It didn't have any picture of the inside of the amp. There were like zero information about the amp, if it was like even operating or anything. It doesn't work. I will show you the inside of the amp. So here's the back of the amp, with the little, this one removed, and yeah, it got some notes. Here's the amp chassis outside of the cabinet, and here's some interesting things. Yeah, so in 1988, 26th of August, this was in the hands of the man Cesar Diaz, I think. Here's the guts, of the amp, the circuit. You can see this baffle. I made that myself, but that's not not the best one made. But I will show you something cool here. Just hang on. A couple of weeks ago, this original Showman baffle from the 60s was for sale. So, but yeah, we will check it out right away here. Oh yeah. It will be great to have the original time era baffle to this little cabinet. The original 60s baffle is in place, and yeah, it sure look great, man. Exactly like an original. So yeah, very pleased with that. So now we are going to take this one to Lasse. I have this little cab that is empty, and we will put in a couple of Celestion Creamback Neos. I love those speakers. I think they sound quite similar to the 75 watt version. Here I have some basic leftover stuff, and here I got some nice speakers. It's these ones. They weigh nothing, but they sound big. So, the amp is back from Lasse, who did a great job as always. He made this amp operational. He retubed it with 6L6 Sovtech tubes. You might wonder who Cesar Diaz is. And Cesar Diaz is a high profile in the Fender amp industry. He was working with very famous people like Stevie Ray Vaughan, Eric Clapton, Rolling Stones. He also did some touring and playing with Bob Dylan, and it was kind of in that later era, in the 80s, that he had his hands on this amp. And before he laid his hands on this amp, Lasse also texted me and was like, have you seen that John Dawk Stillwell also has made work on this amp? And I had no idea who that was. And John Dawk Stillwell, he did work for Deep Purple and was working with Richie Blackmore. Richie Blackmore was using Marshall Majors with the KT88s, and this amp actually had KT88 at some point, so you know, highly likely John modded this Showman to be operating with KT88s at some point. But yeah, so he was working with Richie Blackmore, Deep Purple, and also Rainbow, and also did some work with Black Sabbath. So really high profile guys all over the place. So yeah, this amp has some cool history, and yeah, we're going to go to the my little amp room and try it out as well with the little cabinet with the Celestion Neo creambacks. Alright guys, so we are up in the amp room here in cold Sweden, and we're going to check out this Blackface Showman, and I got a special guest.
Yes, I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah, my dad is here, so yeah, we're going to check it out. I got some pedals with me, and let's go.